Hey, what's up there, YouTube? This is No Budget Duelist bringing you my locals update, which is kind of weird because I don't live too close to any official Yu-Gi-Oh tournament stores or any tournament stores at all that I know of. So my mom was nice enough to drive me down the hill to a little place called Four Color Fantasies. If you live in Southern California and you wanted to go play with me, you know. I'll probably post a comment or something on my channel, or maybe make like a quick short video saying, hey, I'm gonna go to this place today. And then if you wanted to play with me and you're a subscriber and you live in Southern California and you're in that area, then yeah, then you can go there and play against me. So well, I went 2-2 with Inzektors. And this build is not done. I have one Hornet. This is going to be a hybrid deck profile and a what is it? A deck profile and like a locals update type thing. So let me just organize my deck real quick. I'm going to talk about like my successes and failures, and then just just things to tell you guys. Just whatever, I guess. Just like the things that I observed and stuff. So yeah, let's get right into the deck list then. Remember, I went 2-2 with this. I beat out Skill Drain, yes, Skill Drain. Of all decks I could have beaten with this, I beat a Skill Drain deck, and that was round 1. Then round 2 I lost to Inzektors, mirror match. Then round 3 I went against Glad Beasts, and yeah, I won against him. And then round 4 I went against Inzektors again, and I lost to him as well. So yeah, right into the deck list then. Get back and stuff then. Alright, so yeah, okay, you can see that. Okay, just doing quick camera tests. Okay, and sorry, I'm not very organized for this. I just decided to do this no less than 4 minutes ago. So triple dragonfly, triple centipede, and I'm going to call this deck Derpzektor's because I run one Hornet in the entire deck because it's all I own. And yeah, and I got off Hornet plays, and in every game I was able to either A, get off a Hornet play, or B, in the case of the Skill Drain deck, I didn't draw on a Hornet, which was good for me. So that's like the main engine. 2 Ladybug, and where is it? Hold on. 1 Hopper. I wish I had run 3 Ladybugs on a Hopper, and the Ladybug over a Gigamantis. But, that's just stuff to know in the future. Because you don't need 2 of these if you run Zecticaliburs, which I will eventually when I get them. But if you run Zecticaliburs in any number, you only need 1 Gigamantis, because you can still OTK with it. So, that's those. And, 2 Gigamantis, like I just said. I run 2 most. I just run all the other equipped monsters, just because I don't run all of the other cards that I could use in the deck. Like, I don't run Zecticaliburs, I only have 1 Hornet, that kind of thing. So, that's why I have those. Triple Veiler. Not necessarily the MVP of the day, because against both Inzektor decks, I never drew it. But against the other 2 decks, I drew it every game. So, yeah. And for some consistency engines, Double Mystic Tomato. I don't think I'm ever going to use Double Mystic Tomato again, just because it never got destroyed by battle. And Double Card Trooper. This I will be using a lot because I got to go really plus off of this, and in my second game against the first Inzektor deck I went against, I was able to mill 6 cards in one turn with this. So yeah, but that's because he had a BLS and I had a Dragonfly on the field, and my only option was to attack into his BLS after milling 3. So I take 1100 and then milling 3 more. And sadly, I didn't get into my 1 Hornet, but if I had 3 Hornets, I probably would have gotten into it, unless, you know, I'm just really unlucky. So I'm really happy with Card Trooper. Then just other dark support cards, Sandian, because it's just going to fit in every deck. And then Dark Arm Dragon, just because most of the cards in here are dark, and it's Inzektors, so it's really good grave control. Dark Hole, Heavy, Reborn, Triple MST. I think that's, you know, goes without saying. Double Zektahawk. It was good, I guess, one game, but other than like one game that I was able to use it, I would have rather had Zektahawk and Zektacaliber, just because Zektacaliber is much easier to use and work around, rather than Zektahawk, which lets you basically just beat face, but Inzektors aren't about beating face, Inzektors are about card advantage. So, Allure, probably going to get rid of this for another duality, and then something else for another duality, like maybe Book of Moon, maybe another spell, I don't know what yet, but I'm going to get rid of something for another duality, and I have 1 duality, so that's cool. And then Foolish Burial, because you always need to get those Hornets out. Since I only run 1, you know, that's sometimes an issue. And Double Call the Haunted, this deck and this card is basically what got me 2 mills in 1 turn with what is it? Card Trooper, and also a mill. Then it got destroyed, and then later on my next turn, I heavied with its face down, and then Call the Haunted it, so then you get to draw a free card. So that's always cool, and like in case you get back your Dragonflies or anything like that. So yeah, and hold on, Bottomless and Fiendish Chain. If I had another Fiendish Chain, I'd run it in my sideboard over something else. But basically, because some matchups are really good with Fiendish Chain, but like Bottomless isn't very good against them, like Inzektors, because you can hit their Centipede, so they can't just keep going off, but they'll just go off next turn with Bottomless. But if you Fiendish Chain the Dragonfly, what are they gonna do? I mean, it's just better against the Mirror Match and some other types of matchups. Staples, Mirror Force, which had Torrential, because it's awesome, and Solemn Warning, because I only own 1, and I do own a Judgment, but I just want to find room for it that's not Mirror Force, because I'd prefer Mirror Force over Judgment, because Judgment makes me pay half my life points, and Mirror Force has no cost whatsoever. But Mirror Force is terrible against Mirror Match, mind you, so don't forget that. 2 Possessed Dark Souls, solely for the Mirror Match. I knew I was going to play Mirror Match today, and I did twice. And I sided these in the first time against the first Inzektor deck, and I didn't put in quite as much work as I had hoped it would, but that's because I didn't have a Hornet at the time. And I believe he destroyed it. I took a Dragonfly, and I think he destroyed it somehow. So that was kind of saddening. And 2 Marionette Might. I don't have any other sideboardable hand traps, so I was just like, okay, in case I go against the 1 rogue zombie deck in America, you know, Marionette Might. Morphing Jar, extra draw power in case you're going against, like, Rogue Infernities. What are they going to do? Now they have 5 cards in their hand again. So I'm plussing and they're losing all their effects. 1 Trag, I would side another Trag, and then I'd main a Gores, just because I hate getting OTK'd a lot. And Smashing Ground just for destroying big things, and Shrink for the same reason. insect imitation. If I felt like I was, drawing ladybug too much, I would just go ladybug, insect imitation into dragonfly, and then I could continue my plays from there. That's the sideboard bottomless. Divine Wrath, I'm going to trade this out for another Fiendish Chain once I get it, just because Fiendish Chain is way better. Because Fiendish Chain doesn't have a cost, but this beats Valor, I believe, so yeah. And then 2 Royal Prison, just for Dark Worlds. So they don't get any other summons anymore, but it's not Shadowing Imprisoning Mirror. So I don't kill myself with it, because I don't ever summon from the graveyard. And then extra deck, all I really have for the deck is Adreus and Insector Exostag. So yeah, that's the deck I went 2-2 with today. And both times against the last deck, I got like 3rd turn OTK'd. It was really annoying, but I was also really glad because now I know how the OTK goes. And once I get my Zecticaliburs, then I'll be able to do it. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, rate, subscribe, and all that stuff. And as always, YouTube, pencil.